okay, this episode's gonna be different. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Toni, and if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe. This is a horse riding channel and I'm not at a yard, but today's gonna be a little bit of a different episode. So let's get into that. Okay guys, since this channel is gonna go very far, I'm manifesting it. I just have big plans for this channel because I'm very passionate about it. It's been something I've just wanted to do forever. So now that the ball is rolling, you know, I'm just manifesting that it's gonna go far. And I thought before we go on with our journey, before we go too far and you're like, oh my gosh, who is Toni actually? I'm gonna tell you why I horse ride and the whole story, okay? And I hope that you can find my story enlightening. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys 5 reasons why you should start horse riding, and I'm also gonna apply those benefits to my life. So the first thing is, I can guarantee you that if you're struggling with any mental health issues, horse riding is such a good medicine. So when I left school, I started struggling a little bit with anxiety. You know, depression is a very harsh word for me. I don't like saying that I had depression in high school because I think I definitely, like all of us, had depressive episodes, like just bad days. But yeah, when I left school, I started struggling really bad with anxiety. And it got to a point where I went to the hospital I was hyperventilating for over 12 hours and I had literally no oxygen in my arms, and I had to be hospitalized because my oxygen levels were dropping and my hands were seizing because I was just having this anxiety attack that just wouldn't stop. It was, like I say, 12 hours long. And because of the trauma of the hospital and stuff, I had about 6 months after that where I struggled a little bit with PTSD due to that incident, because they don't always treat you the nicest if you're a mental patient, meaning you're having a panic attack. They don't really obviously take it as seriously as someone that's really dying. So I had a little bit of PTSD from that, and I would on a very regular basis get panic attacks where I had to go shower in cold water just to get myself out of it, because I would get it'd be hard to breathe and I would shake a lot. And long story short, I was never put on medication because I just didn't want to I didn't want to go that route. I thought, I should really just find a practical way to try and deal with it. And so then I started going back to horse riding. I did start riding at the age of 9. As you guys all know, horse riding is one of the most expensive sports out there. So growing up, my family couldn't really afford to take me for lessons and stuff, but it was always my biggest dream to have a horse. I have so many diaries of me writing about my dream horse one day. Until this day, I don't have my own horse, but I know it's coming very soon and we're just waiting for the right moment to actually start that journey. But yeah, so I got back into horse riding about August of 2022. And so when I started, I was just still in that anxiety space of my life. And there were times when I would go to the yard and get on the horse. And luckily the horse I rode, his name was something special. I'll put a photo of him here. He was such a good horse for someone that gets anxiety attacks, because a lot of the times if you ride the wrong horse, they'll also get anxious or also reciprocate that energy. Then it's not a good combo. But if you find the right horse, and especially if you want to go for equine therapy, they will make sure that the horse you're riding is good for those type of situations, for depressive people or people who have mental disabilities. So with something special, there were times I would get on him and I would have panic attacks on him, and I would have to get off and actually try and ground myself, and he would just stand there and sniff me. And so there were times where I would still have the panic attacks at the riding arena because I wasn't getting something right. But after a while, and it's now been a year of me consecutively riding, I can positively say I do not struggle with anxiety anymore. I've really learned how to get it under control, because the horse is such a good support animal. And we'll go into the second benefit, which will kind of explain how it goes into how it helps you mentally. But it just 100%, I don't get days anymore where I'm feeling depressed, or when I do feel down, it's just for a short period of time because I must go ride that afternoon. So when I get to the yard, I might be feeling sad, but it just completely disappears once I get on that horse because you cannot think of anything else. The other day, I have a little bit of a trigger when I don't sleep enough. I get anxious, and I went to the yard and I was sitting there shaking before I got on Pride, and swear to you guys, and I'll show you the clip right now, but because I did film it, I thought I'd need it, but I got on him, and when I got off, I was completely fine. I had no anxiety. I was fine, whereas normally that anxiety would last the whole day, and probably a big panic attack would come. Okay, this is just something I need to share. So I'm going on an out right now, but my anxiety is through the roof. Like, I'm literally shaking. Don't know why. It's because I didn't sleep well, and then I get very anxious for no reason. But let's see. Like, I feel like I've no can't think straight, and like I've literally no see, I couldn't even think. I had no like strength. So we're gonna go on this out ride, and I can guarantee you that I'm gonna feel better afterwards. I won't have any anxiety. So that's why I horse ride, people. Okay guys, just like I thought, got off riding, no anxiety. I feel 100% fine. I actually feel energized. So just another reason why you should be horse riding. Okay guys, so the second reason why I say you should start horse riding is that it is very, very good for self-discovery, okay? Every time you are around horses, when you ride, you learn so much about yourself. I cannot tell you how many lessons horses have taught me. It is a very good tool for self-discovery and just expanding your mind and learning more about yourself. Horse riding 100% pushes you to your limits a lot of the times. You have to challenge yourself on a daily basis. I mean, horse riding isn't easy. It is definitely a very challenging sport, but also very rewarding. So every time I ride, I have a new challenge and I have to overcome it. I have to take certain things that I've learned, mental and physical things, not just, so if I'm getting frustrated with something, I have to tell myself that you have to be patient to get over this obstacle, and so you get through like the struggles that you have. So 100% you just learn a lot about yourself, you discover a lot. One thing is, a horse, all animals in the world are innocent beings. They don't do anything with bad intent. If a horse is mean, you know, I mean, it's a horse. We can't read animals. Sometimes they've had a bad experience, they've been abused, etc. But a lot of the times when Pride does something, well, he's the best horse. So like something special, when he used to do something naughty, I would just have to remind myself like, hey, this is out of your control. This is a horse. And I think that relates into a lot of things in your life. You know, when someone drives in front of you in traffic, it kind of reminds you of that moment when you rode a horse and you couldn't control it. You just have to kind of let it go. So you learn a lot about yourself, about lessons in general, how to overcome challenging obstacles. So that's definitely the second reason why you should start horse riding. Okay, guys, number 3. Horse riding helps you make friends. Now, a lot of the times, guys, in the new age, it's hard to make friends if you're my age and you're not going out, or you know, in school, whatever the situation is. So it's hard to make friends at this age. I'm engaged. I have a little house, a very small and quiet life, but you know, you still want friends. And I think horse riding is a very good place to find people who are like-minded. Now, with that being said, just make sure wherever you ride it is the right yard, because you can walk into the wrong yard and that can also just give you the wrong impression of horsey people. There is a term, horsey people, so I'm sure you guys know what I mean, but finding the right yard with the people that are the same as you. The yard I'm at now is amazing. They're very, very nice people that ride there. They're very supportive, and they're just not non-judgmental, and they just love horses, and that's what I'm about. So, and since I've been riding there and since I've been doing the YouTube channel, I've made some friends, which wouldn't have been possible if I didn't horse ride. And I know there's other sports out there where you can make friends, but horse riding is one of those sports where you can make good friends. Okay, guys, the 4th reason is horse riding is a good form of fitness. Yo, let me tell you, if you get back into horse riding, You go for your first lesson or you haven't been on a horse in a while, you will die after your first lesson. It is very, very hard on your glutes, on your legs. It is a very good form of cardio. Till this day, and I ride 3-4 times a week, I still get tired. So it's a very good form of cardiovascular exercise. It works your core, your back muscles, your inner thighs, your glutes, a lot of the muscles in your body. My shoulders sometimes are sore from pulling, from like holding the rein sometimes. So it's a very good form of fitness. Since horse riding, I have not been to the gym, and I've actually been in the best shape of my life because I ride when I go ride about an hour a day, and that burns about between 500 to 600 calories depending on which type of exercises you're doing that day. So since horse riding, I've actually been in the best shape I've ever been in my life. You also do a lot of walking at the yard, fetching the horse, walking up and down to do whatever. So it's definitely a good form of fitness. When you go on outrides, especially, you burn also about 600 calories. Yes, the horse is working, but horse riders, you will know, you do a lot of the work. I used to struggle a lot with maintaining a healthy weight. I used to do modeling. So what happens in that industry, it kind of causes you to have a bad relationship with food. So since horse riding, my weight's just been stable because I'm so happy. My relationship with food has also gotten better. And because I'm exercising in a fun way every day, it's very, very rewarding, you know? So that's a very good benefit for me. Number 5, why you should start horse riding is you're able to be outdoors and in nature. So obviously going to the yard where I ride, it's completely outside. There's no indoor arena. So a lot of the times I'm just seeing mountains and trees around me, and it is a great peace of mind. I live in the city, so being able to escape a little bit is really great. So especially going on outrides, you get to see scenery, walk through mountains. You know, if you do live in the city, I would really suggest horse riding because you can just once a week or however many times a week you want to ride, you can just get out of that little city bubble. And I know it can be sometimes like, oh, there's so much going on. But horse riding just really helps you escape that. So that's also another benefit to horse riding. Okay guys, so those are 5 benefits of horse riding. I hope you learned something out of this and were able to take my story and kind of just feel inspired to maybe start your horse riding journey, or if you did stop, if you used to horse ride and you want to start again, maybe just reminding you that it is very good for your mental health, to make friends, and for your fitness. It is very good for you. And guys, I really hope that you feel inspired. I really hope if you have any questions that you'll reach out to me on Instagram. You can send me a DM. Guys, let's build a community. Let's be positive. Talk to me in the comments. Say why you like horse riding personally. And yeah, let's just get to know each other. Please reach out if you want to get in touch or have any questions about horse riding or want to see any type of content. I will make videos for you guys. You guys are the inspiration for the channel. What do you guys want to see? Isn't that cool? Okay guys, so next week we are officially starting our interview series. We'll be interviewing a rider called Robin. She is stunning, she's beautiful, she is such a good rider. And we are just going to be extending the talk of mental health and horse riding, guys. She's going to be sharing with us a little bit of why she horse rides and what it does for her mental health, and as well as just teaching us what she knows. She has been riding for 14 years consecutively, guys. So she's such a good rider. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to watch last week's video. Give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok, guys. And we will see you next week. Love you. Benefits to horse riding. Now I'm going to... Shit. How long was this video? 15 minutes. So number one, horse riding is that it is, had to do this whole examination and like, now that's, if you go, cardiovascular fitness activity, it's a very good form of, okay, obviously you'll get yards where you have your indoors arenas, your